Social Security under Trump, and more changes coming within an already chaotic year within SSA. Now, everything I'm talking about here in this video does revolve around all benefits administered by Social Security, including but not limited to Social Security retirement, disability, SSDI, survivors, spousal, SSI, and even VA and RRB benefits. Now, I wanted to throw that out there really quickly just because I see a lot of comments down below on previous videos where people reach out saying, hey, am I included on this? SSDI here, or hey, I receive SSI, am I included? Or I'm receiving retirement benefits, am I included on this? So yes, all of this that I'm talking about pertains to all beneficiaries. Again, when I say Social Security, I'm referring to all benefits. Anyway, just want to clarify that really quickly. But anyway, I think we all recognize this year has been a very chaotic year. Can we say that around Social Security? This is very abnormal, by the way. We typically do not see this many major changes, this many walkbacks of policies, this many policies that are being reinstated, new rules, all kinds of different changes. We typically don't see this. Usually Social Security is a pretty calm program, not a whole lot going on. People coming on, people getting checks, people going off the program. Pretty cut and dry. It's not like all that dramatic, except for this year has been very dramatic. We've seen so many different policy changes, like the reinstatement of the TOP program, Treasury Offset Program. That's where people are getting their payments garnished if they have an overpayment, and that's basically just the Treasury coming in and basically just garnishing their payment to get that debt back. We've also seen the reinstatement of the 100% clawback. Just kidding, it's actually 50% because they walked it back after the 100% was announced, that whole situation. We've seen recently the Department of Education, who once said, we're going to garnish Social Security benefit checks for defaulted student loans. And then they said, just kidding, we're not going to do for Social Security beneficiaries, right? We saw the new Social Security Acting Commissioner, Frank Bisignano. He was brought in. He's still there now. He will be there for the next few years, right? The list goes on and on of all these different changes, okay? Point being is that it's not over yet at all. In fact, a couple of the big changes that I want to point out are still ahead of us as of right now, okay? Now, I know a lot of you here in this community wonder, okay, like, that's cool, all those few things that you just rattled off right there, which, by the way, that's just a very small sample size of a few of the things that have happened so far this year. There's a whole lot more out there. Not to mention also, quick side note, the passage of the Social Security Fairness Act. Now, obviously, in general, that was passed back in January, or I should say signed into law in January. But then the over $15 billion that was sent out retroactively to all the beneficiaries, that's been going on for a while, okay? But anyway, some of the biggest parts of these changes are still ahead of us. And I want to point that out because, again, a lot of you here in this community say, what's in this for us? Okay, a nice list you just rattled off, but realistically, at the end of the day, what's here for us? Like, where's the money for us? Where's the raise to our benefits? Where's the increase? What's in it for me, right? That's what we all want to know. At the end of the day, what's in it for me? We all want to know that essentially, right? And our monthly benefit. Okay, I would say this much. Okay, I've said this before in other videos. I'm going to say it again super fast here. The new acting commissioner, Frank Bisignano, anytime that you see leadership change in anything, doesn't matter if it's a small business, a medium business, a large Fortune 500 company, Social Security, the IRS, the presidency, it literally does not matter who we're talking about. Leadership changes across the board anywhere also bring in all kinds of changes, new agenda, all kinds of things. We've already been seeing this from Frank Bisignano, right? Which, by the way, just the other day, I was out in a separate video. They've expedited the delivery of those retroactive payments for the final roughly 1 million people of the Social Security Fairness Act payments. Okay, that's one thing. Why? It's important to Frank, the new acting commissioner. It's important to him to get those payments out quickly. That's an agenda item, right? There you go. That's my point, is that that's some of the things there. He's also implementing AI, artificial intelligence, into Social Security. That's kind of odd. Reason being is, how many of us want to interact with AI, right? I'm not sure about you, but that's going to be a very interesting implementation. Just going to say that much right now, right? They've said by the end of the year, the full implementation of AI will be within Social Security. That's going to be interesting. I'm very curious to see how that plays out. I think it's going to be probably pretty chaotic. Let's just say that much, okay? Now, next, coming up here very soon, the next few weeks, the next few months, we're going to see some massive shifting. In fact, we may be on the cusp of the largest cost of living adjustment, otherwise known as COLA raise, that we've seen since 2023. We may be seeing that playing out right before us. Now, it's not going to be that hard to figure or to surpass the recent raises, because this year we got a 2.5%. Wow, 2.5%. We're all getting rich. Just kidding. No, we're not. Not on 2.5%. We're not going anywhere. We're going backwards. Okay. Last year was 3.2%. But based on the preliminary information now, we may be exceeding the 3.2% and the highest COLA that we've seen since 2023. Okay, no promises. Let's see what happens here. But that's the trajectory that we're looking at because of the implementation of the tariffs, raising prices. Did you see my video the other day where I was talking about some of these big retailers out there who are raising their prices significantly, like 38%, 45% on some select items? That's nuts. We're going to see all of that, increasing prices significantly and almost like hyperbolically here over the coming weeks and months here. And we're going to see that reflected also in the cost of living adjustment. So we may be seeing a pretty healthy COLA. Let's see what happens here. More on that in a separate video. As we move forward into the future, I will keep you posted on that, okay? Couple other things pointing out as well. Right now, the preliminary information on the Medicare Part B premium. Now, obviously, this is in regards to Medicare, but virtually everybody that is, enrolled in Social Security, not everybody, but a huge percentage of people enrolled in Social Security are also on Medicare. That Medicare premium comes right out of your Social Security check. As of right now, the preliminary data is coming in at about a 6.5% increase, or a $12 per month increase on the Medicare Part B premium, okay, from $185, what it is right now, to $197. That's the preliminary information and speculation that's out there. Hopefully it comes in significantly less than that, but that's what's out there now, okay? Point being, we've got the administration, obviously, inauguration back in January. We have the new acting commissioner, Frank Bisignano, who came in, was sworn in and confirmed by the Senate in May, okay? So my point being is that we've got him. We see all these changes that are coming out now. There's likely even more than that to come that Frank hasn't even told us about yet. But this is just what we know as of now. And, I mean, we're like halfway through the year, right? We've got a lot to go. We've got a lot of the year to go. And I'm just going to say this much. The second half of the year is generally, believe it or not, the most busy time and the most impactful time when it comes to Social Security. So if you think the first half of the year has been weird and chaotic, just get ready, because the second half of the year is generally the most busy time of year for Social Security. So we're definitely not over yet. We've got a lot to go here, and I will certainly keep you posted on all of that. Anyway, if you're enrolled in Medicare, do yourself a huge favor. Call this team of trusted advisors right here, that phone number right there. Make sure to give them a call. A simple 5, 10, 15, 20-minute phone call to do a review with one of these advisors, completely for free, by the way. They'll be able to look at your current plan and see where you're at, to look through all the plans in your local area to find you better options and hopefully save you a boatload of money as well, which, by the way, the average senior that is calling them is saving $1,100. That's the average savings from the average senior that's calling this team of advisors right here, 100% for free. The average senior is saving $1,100. It's not guaranteed, but some save more, some save less, but that's the average. That's incredible, right? Anyway, do yourself a huge favor. You never know what's out there. My motto in life is ask, and a lot of times you're going to receive. It is nuts. The reason that I've brought in that motto in my life is because I do it all the time. I call and I ask stuff all the time. I'm going to tell you a quick little story. I literally called a grocery store yesterday. I'm going to call them again. Literally, when I get done making this video, I'm going to call them again. And I'm going to call them. I want to place a special order, okay, because I want to buy like a lot of one item. I called this grocery store, and they're like, our price is X. And I was like, it's a special order. I'm ordering kind of a lot. How about we work on that price? I'm literally talking them down 25% because I'm ordering a bulk order. I never would have gotten that if I didn't ask. I ask every single time. Why? Worst case scenario, they say, no, can't do it. Point being is that call and ask the advisors, hey, I got this plan here. Can you review my situation? Can you find me a better plan? See what's out there. I think you'll be shocked to see what plans are out there and what coverages you could possibly get that are better than what you currently have and how much money you could possibly be saving. It is nuts to see what's out there. 90% of seniors are on the wrong plan. Please don't be part of that statistic. Call them and have them review. Again, totally free, a short phone call. They'll be able to see all the plans that are out there so you can see the doctors you want to see, the providers you want to go to, the networks you want to be within, the offices, the clinics you want to go to, the prescription needs if you have any at all. They're going to find all of that and the best plan that is fitted for you and your personal situation. They'll find it. They'll find it and they'll present that to you. Now, let me throw something out super fast. Quick little pro tip. Annual enrollment is not that far away. It's only a few months away. I know it feels like, oh, it's so far away. It's really not. It's only a handful of months. It'll be here before we know it. Here's the thing. If you wait until annual enrollment to try to do this, you're going to be at the back of the line. Please don't be at the back of the line. You don't want to be at the back of the line. I promise you. 70 million seniors. You don't want to be at the back of that line. Call them now. Establish that communication now. Just call them. Have a conversation, have them review your situation. That's it. You don't have to make a decision. Who cares? All I'm saying is that have them review your plan. By doing that simple step, calling them, having them review your Medicare plan, and seeing what options you have, you're at the front of the line then. Because you've established that communication, you would then be at the front of the line for annual enrollment when it opens up in a few months here. And then you're at the beginning of the line, and you don't have to wait behind all of the other seniors to get that assistance. That's incredible. That's the power of literally just picking up the phone, calling them, establishing communication, having them review your plan, having a conversation, asking them all the questions you want, and that's it. You're done. You don't have to make a decision. All I'm saying is that just establish the communication so at least you get at the front of the line. But if you don't call them, you wait and you sit at the back of the line then. They're going to be swamped during annual enrollment. I'm going to tell you that much right now. They will be 100% swamped with people that they're helping, okay? Don't sit and wait for them. Seriously, if you call now, it's kind of a slow time of year right now, being real with you. You can have all the time you want with one of them. Ask them all the questions. When annual enrollment rolls around, they're not going to have endless amounts of time to sit on the phone and help every single person with 1,000 questions because they got a lot of other people that they needed help too. Point being is that if you call them now, you'll have all the time you need to ask them the questions and have them review your situation. It's amazing. Anyway, give them a call. Seriously. Otherwise, who do you know? Just think of a few people. Just 1, 2, or 3 people that you know. Friends, family members, neighbors, acquaintances, siblings, coworkers, parents, neighbors down the street, neighbors down the hall, your favorite cashier at the local grocery store or pharmacy. Please share that phone number with them as well so they can also get some help with their Medicare. Thank you. Truly appreciate it. Let's help some other seniors out right now. Please don't try to hack this out yourself. It is nuts. If someone tries to hack this out, you can, but it's going to be very frustrating. All right, anyway. If you're new here, if you've not done so, please consider subscribing. Big subscribe button down below. Please share the video with your friends, family, social media. Big share button down below. Check out the other nearly 6,000 videos here on the channel in the video library. The popular videos I've hand selected for you down below in the description or popping up on your screen in just a second. You'll see some videos there. Check those out. Otherwise, until next time, enjoy, take care, have a good one, and I'll catch you again later in the next video.